This is a testimony about siren, mermaid and goddess, who are beings that live underwater. When you see a man or woman attached to makeup and vanity, sexuality, fashion and pleasure, he is under manipulation by water spirit. After serving the marine kingdom for 9 years, one day I sat in the church and said, Lord, I have gone too far in this practice of witchcraft and black magic. Is deliverance still possible for me? I have killed a lot of people. I say this with pain. I had no choice but to comply to the order of these unclean spirits. I remember when I was turned to a lesbian by the goddess Kuchi. She told me, you will only court girls of wealthy family. You can court girls of poor family only when their parent are servant of God. These believers are leading battle against us and causing damage to our kingdom. When I became a lesbian by the order of the gods, when the spirit of lesbianism indwelled me, even my way of walking changed. When sent to the street to seduce women, on that day I was dressed in short and sleeveless shirt. I stood on the street. I saw 3 consecutive ladies passing. I wanted to court them, but I was shy. It was the first time for me to do this. I stood there in order to court girls. Finally I took courage, I mean diabolic courage. I called a girl and spoke like a man courting a woman. I was stunned to see fellow girls responding positive to my advances. The devil is really a deceiver and manipulator. No one at home knew that I had become a lesbian. I went out of home with modest clothes, but I had indecent clothes hidden in my bag that I was wearing out there in the street, where I courted a girl who accepted my advances. Quickly she asked me to buy her a drink. I then realized that I had no money to meet her need. Immediately I did magic prayer. As a result, magic wallet appeared with money inside. This magic wallet came from the marine kingdom. I was supposed to court ladies and take them to the world beneath the water. Since the money I was giving these ladies came from the marine kingdom, the enemy had power over their lives. This first girl surprised me, for she asked me money all the time, and she asked me to buy her shoes and clothes. Finally we agreed to meet in hotel at the seaside. On that day when we met in the hotel, I suggested that we go get some hair in the beach. In truth, the wind of the sea is like alcohol, it can get you to sleep and into subconscious. As we lie on the beach getting air, the girl fell asleep. Immediately I summoned demons that were mystical ants. With their help I took the girl beneath the sea physically to the marine world. When we arrive in the marine world, the goddess Shekidina clapped for me and said, "Congratulations, bravo, continue to do good works." I left the girl in the submarine world. When I returned to the surface, the girl was left underwater. Her family thought their daughter went to holiday. I really don't know what the underwater did to this young lady. Later the told me, "We want you to bring us 2 boys, therefore you will seduce men." I replied to the "I am not charming or seductive." She replied to me, "Look at the mirror." When I stood before the mirror, I saw my spine opening, and snake rose out of it and placed its head above my head. In my body I had 300 demons that were in me. The goddess asked me, "What do you see?" I replied to her, "I can see the snake that came out my spine and has placed his head above my head. He is beautiful." Imagine a human admiring a serpent. When I was talking to the goddess, I saw the snake constantly moving his head left and right. There are girls, when they speak they move their hand and body like the snake left and right. The goddess told me, likewise the snake is moving his head continually left and right. When you walk the street you will be moving like the snake. Since then, whenever I speak I am always making movement like a snake and queen of seduction. Beloved, I am testifying so that the grace of God will abound more in my life. I cannot hide what I had done. I have destroyed many souls. Testifying is like a confession and renouncement of evil works. On that day the goddess inserted a snake on my leg. As a result my chest became bumpy and I began to walk the street with pride as if people in the street were below me. Then the goddess told me, "I am satisfied with the seductive way of walking you have adopted, for it's working. You have become seductive. Before you start your mission as the queen of seduction, you must beforehand go to the gallery of the goddess Kuchi, so that she will give you fashion and seductive clothes." My dear, when we enter the gallery of the goddess Kuchi, I saw countless wardrobe full of fashion and seductive clothes made available for me. I saw all kind of category of seductive and indecent dress that is in trend and prevalent on the surface of the earth. There were dresses of bare back, dress that exposed the belly, dress that exposed thigh and women shape. The goddess Shekinah and Gucci asked me which fashion dress you prefer. Quickly I pointed to one of the wardrobe that was opened. The goddess told me, the fashion dress we are giving you will become in trend and popular on the surface, but first you will need to get a tattoo on your body straight away. I got this tattoo underwater in the spirit world, which later became physically on my body. It went from the back of shoulder down to the hip. I came to the Lord. The tattoo disappeared since it was of a mystical origin. Then I was given a beautiful skin, and also a bead that I wore on the hip, and I was given seductive steps in the street to win men's souls. All my clothes came from the goddess the Gucci. Note that Gucci and Versace are not human beings. The names of these global fashion brands are names of ladies of the sea and marine spirit. In the world that is beneath the sea, Versace and Gucci are goddesses. When a star like Kim Kardashian is promoting a brand, it's absolutely come from the gallery of the goddess of water, who authorized the release in circulation of these fashion brand. The marine world is behind these brand that have become global. These brand bear the names of Lady of the Sea. Many fashion clothes are bringing demonic possession in people's lives. Versace and Gucci are causing trouble in marital lives through their brand. They cause miscarriage and the marital conflict. They cause prostitution and immorality. They cause pride and vanity in women's lives. Because of fashion clothes, God's servant are opening doors to goddesses such as Versace and Gucci. That is why William Branham has adopted a dress code. When you buy clothes, make sure to pray. After watching my testimony, a sister called my pastor to tell him that she saw my face on a t-shirt in the fashion shop in Paris. She was stunned. This is because I work with these goddesses that deal with fashion. My face on these fashion clothes were put there by goddess in the underwater when I was promoted. They did lipstick, face, shirt and perfume with my face. Then I went to court a girl who was the daughter of servant of God. I asked her to go steal offering of the church. I made her great promise of trip to Dubai. Since there is marine power of seduction in the words of lesbian, the girl went to his further bedroom to steal the offering. Not everyone is supposed to consume offering. It can curse you or bless you. The girl stole an offering that a believer sent his pastor with precise prayer request. I saw my new girlfriend coming with the envelope containing the offering and a sheet upon which was written prayer request. When I looked, I saw that the offering envelope became fiery, for it was burning and shining, and red blood was dripping for the offering. I said to the girl, "This is not what I wanted from you. Are you serious? What is this?" She said to me, "You wanted me to steal offering for you. Why are you complaining?" I said, "This is not an offering. Take it back. I am not taking it." When she went to return the offering to her father room, they met. His father said, "I rebuked the spirit influencing you in the name of Jesus Christ." When she came to me, I said, "Don't repeat what you have done to me again. Nevertheless, you will pay for breaking my heart. I don't like this." She said, "What am I supposed to do to be forgiven?" I said to her in a coded language, "Today you will sleep in the marine world and you will become a mermaid." She laughed and asked, "How is that possible?" I replied to her, "Likewise I have become a goddess. You will become a mermaid." While I was talking, as we sat at the seaside, the wave came and took her to the middle of the sea, and I walked on the water like the Lord and joined her in the middle of the water, and we descended to the marine kingdom. The goddess Shekinah said to me, "Bravo," and she congratulated me. The pastor daughter was initiated underwater by goddess.